What's up, everybody? It's Gage again from Indoor Inverts. Tonight we're going to be rehousing at least one centipede. I got two of these Malaysian Cherry Red centipedes a couple months ago. Obviously, I still know that I have this one. I haven't seen the one in this enclosure in some time, and somewhere in here, I can't really see it on the camera, but there's a roach in here as well that's been there for about a week. So we're definitely going to put this one in its new enclosure, as you can see out right now. And we're going to dig in this enclosure, but honestly, I'm not too hopeful. So first, we're going to go ahead and start digging the substrate out of this enclosure. Okay, so back with some tongs. Unscrew the lid really quick. Alright. Well, first, I take out this cork bark. There's that roach that I mentioned earlier. Alright, so we're just going to slowly start scooping substrate out and dumping it out. Let's see if we have any centipede action. I'm not seeing anything so far. Break up the substrate a little bit. I'm trying to be careful because obviously centipedes be wild, and I don't want to get bit right now or anything like that. But I'm honestly, at this point, fairly certain. Yeah, unfortunately it does not look like the second centipede made it. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we are missing one centipede, unfortunately, but as you saw earlier, the second centipede is out, so we should know that it's pretty well to go into its next enclosure. So I'm going to get that enclosure out and show it to you guys. Alright, so here is the new enclosure. Obviously I'm going to put decorations in there after I put the centipede in there. I just think it's going to be a little bit easier to transfer it this way. So it's basically just a glass terrarium. I'm not sure the exact dimensions, but it's probably a good foot tall, which is great because I filled it about halfway with substrate. So that way the centipede is definitely going to have plenty of room to dig and hide around while digging as well. It's not just going to be able to go straight down. This enclosure is going to be great for a while for the centipede. However, this is a Scolopendra Deehani, so it's going to get about 8 inches long. So, of course, this is going to have to be temporary, but it should hold the humidity as well. Also, it does have a self-locking lid. Let's see, I should be able to get it with one hand. So you have to pull these tabs in to lock it, and then to close it, you have to line it back up. So it is pretty good at keeping centipedes from escaping as well. So let's get our centipede stuck in the enclosure. Alright. Now ideally, I'd like to set the deli cup in here and kind of scare the centipede out. Might be some wishful thinking, but here we'll go put his moss from the last enclosure in there. Alright, so perhaps just dump him. That's one way to do it. And there he is. He's in the enclosure. Here, let's see if I can flip the camera around before he goes hiding. Put some flash on as well. There he is. Or she. I'm not really sure of what the sexes of the centipede. But it's probably about, I don't know, 2.5 inches long at this point in its life. The deli cup was getting a little bit small for it, so I decided to go ahead and put it in this little aquarium. There he is. Alright, so pretty successful rehouse, guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw that roach in there from the other enclosure and see if it's interested. Here we are back with the roach. Let's see if the centipede is hungry. I imagine the centipede's a great deal annoyed with me right now. We're going to go ahead and leave that roach in here. If nothing else, it'll just be a good food source for the new springtails and isopods I put in this enclosure. Alright, so I'm going to put some more cork bark in here and some more moss, and we're going to leave the centipede alone, and that's pretty much the end of the video.